I am. What's going on with you? How are you doing today? How are you doing today? I go by the name of Jermaine, and this is I.M.P.P Network, the channel, the page that's designed to inspire, motivate passionate people like myself and you. And before we get into it, I want to know, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? How's your day going for you? How's your morning? How's your night? How's your evening? How's your afternoon? You know what I'm saying? How's everything going for you, man? Is your manager treating you better? You feel me? Did you have to go off on them and let them know a little bit for them to treat you a little better? You know what I'm saying? Is that co-worker who been always gossiping about you, man? Did they finally stop just leaving you alone and stop hating on you and let you do what you do? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Is your girlfriend cooking when you get home after you've been working a 8-hour shift? Man, you gotta make sure she cook for you, man. Straight up. You feel me? Yeah. And we gonna get straight into it, man. We gonna get straight into it. The youth, the children, they see that a lot of adults are waking up and seeing a lot of things for what it is. So they know that their days of controlling and manipulating us are getting to be very thin, because this is the age of information and people are very curious and want to be aware of a lot of things that's happening. So we're researching and we're taking those steps, those necessary steps for us to find out a lot of things that we want to figure out. But they know and they see that. So their way now to infiltrate us is getting through the youth, getting to the youth, getting through the kids. And they do that with music, they do that with technology, and they do it with the school system. Music especially, right now. As you can see, there's only certain type of music that's being played and being airwaved throughout mainstream, because this is what they want the men to hear. This is what they want the young girls to hear. This is what they want the young boys to hear. This is what they want the young girls to hear. They've been doing this though. They've been doing it. But technology is at the highest rate it's ever been. The quickest way to get to anything is through technology, through social media. That's why they have these trending things going on. That's why they have these certain type of gang bang and violence type of music that's in the airwave. That's why they have this, this woman empowerment, where they're not really empowering the women or the little girls. You feel me? They might be empowering some women. You feel me? The low confidence one, to make you feel a little bit more confidence, to make you feel like, yeah, I'm just that, and now you just salsa diddy and stuff. But they're not really empowering the youth. They're not really empowering these little girls. You know what I'm saying? Back then, there was a lot of different influencers. They had those type of music, yeah, but then they had the Floetry, they had the Erykah Badu's, they had the Fugees, the Fugees. They had those different, the City Hall, I believe they were called. They had the boy bands. They had different type of music and so much different variety of music that a lot of people can go to and switch to, depending on, I guess, the situation, the way the child is raised, where the child is raised, what school they're going to, But now it's just this one type of music. Now it's just this one variety of music, and there's not really too many choices that you can choose from, unless you're, going to that underground, or going to finding that unsigned or that independent, because those people are independent. They're not gonna put these people on mainstream and sign them. No, those people are independent, because they can't put they can't allow those people to get to a mainstream platform and vouch and speak the way that they really want to speak. So these people are really puppets, and these people are really plants, and that's what they're doing. They're being planted in those places to do those deeds, to do those things, to keep the youth and to keep those children at a lower vibration state of mind, lower vibration way of thinking, lower way of just being. You know what I'm saying? And this is how they control And this is how they keep things in control. So now these children that's growing up, their morals, their principles, they don't need to respect adults because they're adults in their mind. They're listening to these things in 6th, 5th, 4th grade. It ain't teaching them no principles. It ain't teaching them nothing. And if they're not getting it at home, if they're not getting it from the parents, they're definitely getting it from the music and being influenced by the music. Definitely getting into it by being influenced by the trending TikTok things, the trends. They're definitely being influenced by this technology. Man, it don't start when they're in the 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. It starts when they're in 2nd, 1st, kindergarten, pre-K, when they're being introduced to the 7-inch screen, 8-inch screen. You know, I think that was the worst thing that I've done, but I've seen better, known better, and I took it away. But me, like when I have my next child, I won't introduce them to no technology, none. Even the maker of the iPad and iPhones and all of that don't even introduce those things to his child. And you got to think why. But it starts then. These kids are being controlled by YouTube now, by the cocoa melon. They're being controlled by those things because when you take it away, you done took that whole child's spirit. You took that whole child's life for that moment. They cry, they want it back. They're not the same. They are controlled by this device. They are controlled by the program in the device. They're being controlled at a very early age. And we think this is a reward. This is a form of entertainment. This is a way to control them. Because honestly, a child doesn't need a phone at 1, 2, 3, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, none of that. They don't need a phone. They don't need a tablet. They don't need those things to keep them occupied. And I understand it is a way to keep them occupied as adults. I was a victim to that. I did that early on in my parenting years. You feel me? That I do regret, but I don't regret it because it taught me and it made me understand and overstand how it works. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to keep the children occupied. It's a way to keep them, but that's not the way that you want them to be occupied. Because this device is not giving them a conversation. This device is not talking to them back. This device is not telling them. They're controlling this device. So therefore they're being controlled and feel like they are in control. And this is how they control this is how they control us. But now they're starting to the youth now, and they're doing it in different ways and different steps. You know, the school board of education is a system. It's a way to control the children's mind because half of the things that they learn in school, they do not apply in real life. Half of the things that they're learning right now in middle school and elementary, well, in middle school and high school, will not be applied in real life when they get out of that system. They don't really bring out the potential of that child or what they really crave or what they really have a passion for. You follow their system, their guidelines, their rules in order to pass, in order to succeed. So this is their way of control. And I'll have another topic about that, but this is what I want to get into today, how they're controlling the youth and the different tools that they use to control the youth and how it starts. But we have to be more aware, more conscious of what's really going on, because we really don't seem to care until it's time to care. And we really put the blame on the child because we think this child is just developed this way. And you got to look back and realize the developing of that child. Like, seriously, go back and think. You know what I'm saying? Think. Think. Because not all labels are good labels. And not all labels are really, that's just what it is. It's just a proper word or a proper way of saying this when it's really not this. It's really just that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, these people have their PhDs and their bachelors and their things to say this about you to make you believe that and put that label in your mind and think that way. And it starts with the youth. And that's just really what I want to talk about, man. Like I said, there's different topics of that. There's different ways that I can hit those different subjects, but I just want to bring awareness to the way that they're controlling the youth and the way that they want to control the youth. And this is how they're doing it. No kid in elementary should be able to go on TikTok. No kid in elementary should be able to have an Instagram. Unless now they're building a brand for their name or they're building a platform for themselves and they're using it for that reason, and they have an adult behind them supervising, you know, these things. There's a difference in everything, but for them to just have it alone and have their own page and have their own profile and be in control of that, I think that's ludicrous, bro. I think that's ridiculous. I think that's off the wall. I think that's crazy. I think it's stupid. I can't fathom that. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. It's just my opinion. Gray hair sticking out. I like it. I got gray hair on my chest too. And I go by the name of Jermaine. I am Jermaine, just in case you ain't know. And this is I.M.P.P Network, the channel, the page that's designed to inspire, motivate passionate people like myself and you. And you know, I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great morning. Hope you have a great evening. Hope you have a great afternoon. Hope you have a great one for me personally. You feel me? And just, you know, just think about it. Take a second. But not for real, man. This is what they do, and you know, I'm just here to bring awareness. You know, I'm a free thinker. I don't know everything. I have an AA degree. You know, I don't read a lot of books. I'm gonna be real with you. But life put me on a journey of just seeing things and learning a lot of things, like through experience. And I just see things on how I see it. I research, I do my own research, and I have, you know, friends, and I met individuals where, you know, you would think something and these people would think the same thing. So you know that you can't be that crazy, right? But I think to be crazy is to be a little normal, and to be normal is to be crazy, you know. So that's just how I look at things, and that's just how I see it. And this is just I feel like a part of a purpose that I'm here to do. And shout out to those who don't mind being a free thinker and expressing their truth as well, because this day and age, you know, to express your truth and to say what you feel, you're gonna get canceled. You gotta follow the sheep. You gotta follow everybody that's going right. But you know, this is me just beating to my own drums, my own sound, my own rhythm, and I'm just going forward with it. And these are the things that I feel and believe, and that I think that's happening in this world. Do I have solutions for it? I really don't. I'm not gonna even lie. I really don't. I've had opportunities and I didn't take them, but this is me just putting it out there, you feel me? And if you feel like you're the one that have the solution, or you feel like you can take this and reach to somebody with the solution, good. But I'm gonna keep spreading my truth and keep talking about how I deeply feel about this corrupted system, because this is just what I believe it is. This is a system, it's an agenda. And as long as we can, as long as we the people can override that. As long as we really see it for what it is. Because without us, they can't be in control. I am. Go, let go! Watch
watching what you do. I can